trying to complete this hike. My goal is to do one hike a month, and today's January 30th, so I need to go on a hike. I'm at the Chula Vista hiking trail. I didn't even know there were frogs over here, but I can hear them. I'm going to be checking in every couple of miles or so, telling you how difficult the hiking trail is, what you need to be aware of, any of my tips or suggestions. Did you guys know that Chula Vista is the second largest city in San Diego? That means that it is the 17th largest city in Southern California. Pretty crazy. The same way this hiking trail is pretty crazy. Okay, so a quarter of the mile on the trail, there's this huge steep pathway that looks like it traverses all the way down this canyon and back up. But it's very steep, so be careful. This cactus would be great to take photos of. I think the spines would look really nice for macro photography. So if you're into macro photography, that cactus, I think it would be great to take a photo or try to be creative with it. Coming upon this intersection in the hiking trail, you can go left, you can go right, or you can go around this big bush and go back up the hill, up the canyon. That sounds kind of close. Behind me is another trailhead, and for some reason that's it. That's the end of the trail. When I took the right path, I went along the right side that I showed you earlier, and it brought me just here, which is about another quarter of a mile, bringing the total hike to 3/4 of a mile. I'm tracking this on a little device that I have on my wrist. But now I'll go back, and that'll be a mile and a half back, or it'll be a mile and a half, 3/4 here, 3/4 there. My advice to you is come to this trail when you have a bit more time and you want to take it easy. You want to go on a nice light walk. The hardest part was the hill, and I imagine going up would take a bit of time if you have any injuries or implications. But other than that, it's very nice. It's very leisurely. Here we go. I chose to go up the trailhead instead of going to the right like I did. It's a different route, one that I've never taken. Let's see if we can have fun with it and explore a little bit. This part of the trail going up the canyon is pretty steep, so wear comfortable shoes and you'll be okay. So that's the trail that I came down. Then I went to the right, 3/4 of a mile to the end of the trailhead, came back, and then I went up the trail, and now I'm walking along. Eventually the trail turns back into a road once you continue up the canyon. And along the way I picked up a couple water bottles. Overall, it was a very leisurely walk, very nice. The sights were absolutely beautiful. And this is the route that I took. Let me show you. So it started around here, that's where I started. Start, and you go about a quarter of a mile, and you go down the hill, down the canyon. And from this point there's an intersection. And you can either go to the right, you can go up the canyon, or you can go to the left. I didn't go to the left. There was a bunch of plants, and it looked really treacherous, so I did not go that way. That guy went to the left. I went to the right. This trailhead, from the starting trailhead to the ending trailhead, it was 0.75 miles. 3/4 of a mile from start to end. Now that's a very light hike for San Diego. Okay, so I could have gone back and that'd be 1.5 miles. Or I could go around and take the unexplored route that I didn't take. That's what I did. I chose to go up the canyon, around, which brought me back all the way to the street, and I walked up the street back to the start of the trailhead. And that was really light. It was like leisurely, it was beautiful, it was enjoyable, but there were a couple of bottles of trash that I picked up along the route. Okay, so it was at 0.75 here, and then when I got to this point, it was about 1.8 miles, which means it was about 1.1 miles from here all the way back. Overall, it was really nice, really enjoyable hike. I highly recommend it if you're just getting into hiking, like I am. This is a great beginner's hike. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There's nothing else to add. Bye-bye.